Oh my god, this hair is just doing something weird. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the doctor's office because look at this. Pose. Ooh, ooh. So yesterday I had to go to the doctor for my yearly checkup. Don't worry, I'm not sick. If you were worrying. If you weren't, then you. Obviously, if you couldn't tell already, I had to get a shot in. Shots or needles in general are my biggest fear. I cringe at them, and it was obviously a very traumatic experience for both me and my doctor alike. But we got through it, and for my heroic efforts, I got a really awesome tat. This is a band-aid, Charlotte. Oh! But I thought I would share my experience with the doctor's office because I have nothing else to talk about today. So over the years of going to see my doctor, I've noticed a couple of things when I'm in the doctor's office that really do annoy me. And so I thought maybe you guys have the same annoyances and we could talk about those annoyances and better humanity. I don't know how this would better humanity. It might. So for my doctor's office, I don't know if this is your doctor's office, but we have two separate waiting rooms, and one's for sick people and one's for non-sick people. Obviously, so that the sick people don't get the non-sick people sick, because that would just ruin the point of going to the doctor. But how our doctor's office is set up is that you have to walk through the sick patient's waiting room to get to the non-sick patient's waiting room. This annoys me every time because every time I go to the doctor's office for a checkup, I have to walk through all the people that are sick and are coughing, and all the kids that are like blah, blah, to get to the non-sick waiting room, and by that time I feel like I've already been infected with all their little germs, and it's just ugh. The other thing that annoys me, and it doesn't so much as annoy me or add to my fear of the doctor's office, is all over the walls they just have lined pamphlets of everything that could possibly go wrong with you. And some of these things you have never heard of. They're just so scary, and meanwhile my mom is like going along the wall like taking one of like all these like free pamphlets because she's really into that stuff, and it just scares me so much that there are this many things that could go wrong with you. So of course, once you're waiting in the waiting room for like an hour, you get brought into this next room where they measure your height and your weight and your blood pressure. Besides needles, another fear of mine is that blood pressure machine that like squeezes down on your arm. Oh my God. Every time they put my arm in that thing, my heart races so fast that the thing's probably thinking that I'm not okay. But it squeezes your arm so tight that you can feel your heartbeat in your hand, and you're just like, make it stop. I swear that thing is a medieval torture device that they used on like children back in the old days, where they just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until your arm just bursts, because that's what it feels So that's what it feels like. Finally, they bring you into your little private chamber room, and then they tell you to put on this little paper gown. I hate those things. I hate those things so much. And of course, you get like one little paper gown that you're supposed to put on, and the thing rips within like 5 minutes. That's all I'll say about that. And then you wait for another like hour, an eternity, forever, and the doctor comes in and tells you that you need a shot today. Oh yeah, about that. So anyway, the lady comes in with a shot, and of course, I'm like freaking out. The fact that someone decided one day in the past, hey, let's stick needles into people for fun, and then it turned into like, hey, let's stick needles into them to not give them viruses. I mean, I get the whole point. I would rather be healthy than sick, but isn't there some other way to do it? Like they're sticking this long thing into your arm, and then they're like, chew, and then everything's like, chew. And of course, if that's not it, the suspense is way worse. The nurse is over here taking her time, sharpening her weapons. You know, she's cleaning off her hands, putting her gloves on, pulling her hair back. She's acting like this is like the biggest moment of her life. Can we speed this up? Because I'm here trembling. If they had just gone in and stabbed me and gotten it over with, I'd probably have been 7/8 less nervous than I was because she had taken 25 minutes to put her glove on. So then the shot's finally over and you're like, okay, I'm done. And then you realize, no, I'm not done because I have to live with the consequences of getting a shot for the next 24 hours. Like every time I try and move my arm above this level, it hurts so bad. And I sleep on my side, so that is a definite problem because the whole night I was tempted to go like this, and then I remembered that my arm was sore, so I had to flip over to the other way, which then I couldn't get any sleep at night. which is against doctors' orders. And I am not saying anything about doctors. I think doctors are great. I think that we definitely need them and that they're super smart people. I'm just sharing my experiences and hopefully you can synthesize, how do you say that word? I hope that you can agree with me in the comments on some of the things that are very annoying at the doctor's office. So in total, I don't know what this has become. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you so choose to do so.